I don't, but we'll see what happens. Because I don't know. Wait a minute now. Got our volume rocking and rolling. Wait a minute. I have no idea what I'm doing. Been so long since I streamed. Well, it seems like we're good and running, so hey, welcome in everybody. This is the live stream Let's Play of MLB The Show 16. Happy New Year, by the way. It is 2023, so I'm playing a retro game, actually. PS2 style. Yeah. Playing some retro. Retrization. Retroactive, yeah. User settings and spring training. We're going beginner difficulty, because that's just what we do. Stream Elements lets you know what I'm playing right now. And we continue to follow this road to the show career of one Casey Braxton. Yeah, this has been a long time since I streamed this, actually, so thankfully it's spring training. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Haven't streamed in a while, just, been doing other life stuff. I don't even know where the volume on my headsets is anymore. This has been so... Wait, it's over on that side, I think. Anyway, let's just play our next appearance. We'll figure it out as we go. It's kind of like life. You can't learn to drive a car if it's in park. It's got to be, like, in drive function. And you just go. So you got the wire here. I'm all plugged in. Haven't used my headset in forever. Seth Diaz. What a great name. Wasn't he with the Marlins? Maybe. Maybe. That hasn't been confirmed nor denied. Oh, that's loud.
Now pitching.
Where's my volume, legitimately?
Number 90.
There it is. It's on this side.
Braxton.
Dropping my glove because I'm a schlep. All pro schlep. Give me that cutter. What do we... I don't remember how to play this. We look okay. And the warm-up. Through one perfect timing pitch. We're good. We're good. We're good. Put that thing away. Put it away, and warm-up. There it is. Okay. Good, good. We're in the fourth inning here. Give me a couple here. Let's get him. Let's get him. I mean, I don't know what's happened in life since we last left you. I don't know what the deal is. Wait, I have a running fastball? I have 5 pitches?
Yeah!
Well, there's your problem. Always told myself, 4 is good enough. Otherwise, it's just wasted points. Oh, on a thing that I might not use. But man, okay, so I think the last time I streamed, this was probably in the middle of 2022. Cutter got him. But I mean, what, I turned 40 years old, I finally left the country and traveled to El Salvador. I finally saw a game live at Wrigley. Yeah, a trip to Chicago there on the way to see my parents further up in Wisconsin.
Nope.
That was actually a strike. Well, let's let it ride. That's okay. Oh,
1-1.
Video game music in the background. You know what? It's weird because that's Waterworld on the Super Nintendo. I never saw the movie. I never played the game. It's got some really good music.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And it's just like the menu music or something. Really good. Oh, barely touched it. Waterworld, mission theme number 3. In case you're wondering exactly. Oh, look at the drop on that, Uncle Charlie. Get him. Got him. Got him with that curve. I don't want to keep this headset plugged in too long. Oh, you know what? I can plug it into my laptop. Hold on. Hold a second here. If we lose audio, forgive me for that. But let's do this really quick. Boop. Are we still on? Are we still there? Check 1, 2. Okay, I heard that. Hopefully you heard that too. Not as loud as can be. I mean, I probably just blew out your eardrums like crazy, but you know. Setting up a device. We're setting up the wireless gaming headset. Okay, so maybe I need to like... Hold on. Ah, wrong way with that thing. Hold on. What do we got? I think we're okay. I think device is ready. At least it tells me that. So I think we're good. Look at this guy with his Juan Gonzalez batting stance, just waving that bat like crazy. Not quite Sheffield. No, Juan had that. It was kind of like a circular motion. It's not quite a Juan Gon, I don't think. Oh.
I got the count 0 and 2.
So this episode just going to be spring training. You know, usually takes about 2 hours on rookie difficulty, just to get all the bonus points and all that stuff. Make things easier for ourselves. Play-by-play. No. Just get me to the next spot, that's all. Doesn't matter if they're winning. That's the relief spot, though. That's a middle inning deal. So that's, yeah, just 1 inning. Or was that 2 innings? We lost, but what did I do? Other than really good.
Our final line score this afternoon.
Show me my stuff. 56 point. What I so struck out all 3. I mean, that's cool. I'm good like that. Boom. Oh, pitch command. Yeah, enter training. Yeah. Pitch command is good. This is an easy one. Otherwise, it would have been like, wait, timeout, let's save, and then go back to it. Pitch command's the easy way to go. And that's the way, I like it. Casey and the Sunshine Band. I'm gonna say that was gold member, because I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, so it's really weird how I thought about this game and this player career that I have going. It's like, I'll never get done with everything that I want to do streaming. I just won't. I have a life. I got other stuff I'm doing now. Like I said, I'm 40. I'm a man. Huh. You name that reference. That's worth something. I'm a man. I'm 40. But, what, he was a coach at Oklahoma State, if I remember right? And that was like 20 years ago or so. So bless him now, I know he's past 50. Assistant coach, something like that, I don't know. Oh yeah, but since we last left you, wow, geez, who won the World Series last year? The Braves had won, but then, no, the Astros won. Apparently without cheating this time. We got a new year coming. You know what's funny? Actually, I went to Wrigley. It was the weekend of September 11th, 2022. I went to the Saturday game. Actually, it was against the Giants. And what's funny was I was staying at a hostel in Chicago with my girl. And there were a lot of Giants fans at Wrigley, I gotta say, because the Cubs weren't doing that well. They closed out the year great. Strangely enough. But a lot of Giant fans, they missed the playoffs. But what's funny was the very next day, Sunday the whatever, opening day of the NFL season, the 49ers are in town to play the Bears. So while I didn't go to that, but there were just a lot of San Francisco people in Chicago, in the north side, well, whatever. Soldier Field's a little further south, but there was a lot of San Francisco peoples in town, whether it was to catch the Giants game or we're gonna catch a little bit of both. We're gonna go, whatever, Friday, Saturday to Wrigley, and then Sunday we're going to Soldier Field. And that opening day, week 1, raining like crazy. We got caught in that stuff, like on foot got caught in that stuff. It was brutal. I couldn't imagine trying to play football. I thought the Bears were going to lose, and I mean, they did horrible, by the way. Number 1 overall pick this year, but Justin Fields is really good. The Bears have never lost 10 games in a row ever, but he managed to do it. He's good, though. Justin Fields is good. I'm not buying that, sorry. You've never thrown for 300 yards, and I'm supposed to expect to believe that you're good. As I'm sitting here, Patrick Mahomes, playoff game. Chiefs are playing the Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes kind of got up limping, and they said, screw it, put in Chad Henne. Because Mahomes is hurt a little bit right now, and that was just in a roll-up. Yeah! So there's a bot in here right now. Anyway. If Patrick Mahomes can get hurt being a mobile quarterback, Justin Fields, all he can do is run. He cannot hit the broadside of a barn. He had the lowest passing yardage per game, like, of all 32 starters in the NFL, the lowest in the league. Well, but he's pretty good. He lost 10, 11 games in a row. A record for the Chicago Bears, who've been around since 1920. They've never done that. He's the guy. It's kind of on him and the coach. I don't even know his name.
Leading off the 4th inning, right fielder.
But I'm just not sold on, did I say trade him You have the #1 overall pick, get another quarterback. I don't know why. Like, sure, all the things with Deshaun Watson happened. I get that. But I still said, if you traded up, why didn't you go for him instead of Mitchell Trubisky, who's now a backup? Why? Because it's Chicago, they like white quarterbacks, and, well, he sounds Polish. He's a Grabowski. He's not a Smith. That's the thing. Chicago Bears fans know exactly what I'm talking about, but they just won't admit to it. He's from Notre Dame. Let's go get him. Because it's the 1940s. Let's go get Chris Zorich and Jim Flanagan and trade for Rick Meyer. Let's just pretend that they're going to be good. Let's pretend that they're going to be college good with us here in the pros. Let's pretend that for a minute. I don't know, the best Notre Damer that the Bears have had in my lifetime? Geez, Dave Dorson, bless his heart. Certainly has not been a quarterback.
The shortstop, Felipe Nieve.
But yeah, so I went to a Cubs game and saw the Giants play ball. That was fun. Wrigley Field, I will say, for a building as friggin' old as it is, it's still very well put together. I'm sure it's had some refurbishings over the year. But I thought the place was going to be an absolute dump going into it. It looked a lot better on the inside than I thought. Oh, wait, what? Sinker up. Yeah, drop it slightly. Powers. Oh, he in on me on that one. Oof. Make him run to the warning track. Yeah, that one came in on me a little bit. Got there quick. Good throw, good throw. Francisco Rojas. Yeah, see, I went back to the Giants because it's a really good pitching staff. Hopefully everybody stays for a couple years. And just our odds of progressing into the playoffs, getting a good World Series run of it, seems pretty decent here. I mean, at this rate, it's like, I know I have the 2 World Series with the Cubs. I mean, one legitimate. The one, yeah, I forced the issue that last year of the contract. But now that I can jump around, go wherever I want to, 1-year deal, fine. I got to play it smart like that. I don't want to sit in a place for 5 seasons and let it be just a waste of time.
Now pitching for the
I mean, that's what happens in the early years. That's why I was thankful that, like, you know, asking the trade, oh, go to the Cubs. Okay. Help them get 1/2 World Series, you know.
0-1.
Shortstop, Nelson Ortiz.
But, you know. I mean, if I could legitimately win one somewhere else, that's fine by me. Of course, National League, got to be batting and such. Oh boy. That was a bad pitch, but the sweeper got him. I think I've been missing on those. What is it? First time chatter. They just come in here dropping
Guzman.
What's possible for me to do here other than, like, block you? Ban. That's fun. I'll do that. Banning is fun. Okay. Good stoic batting stance. Kind of like that. Right on the line with that strike. So today being Saturday, January, what are we, 20th right now?
1-1.
How was the other one a strike and that was a ball? Anyway, Saturday the 21st, beg your pardon. As life is progressing. And it's been months since I streamed anything.
Inside.
I mean, I really slowly play games in the background off camera. City Skylines, whatever. NBA 2K17. Yeah, just all these individual player careers. Like, there'd be, unless I was like a teenage punk kid, like, there's no way in my current life that I could get these done proper time scale for you, the viewer, to watch. Not that I have this great,
0-1's the count.
you know, following across the social medias, but hey, at least not for this.
Yeah.
And I get that, whatever. It's who wants to watch all of this? I mean, it's all there for the watching.
3.
Ooh, hey, I'll take that one. If you screwed me over on that one, was that the 12-6 dropper? Oh, I saw it. I was there. We're up 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching
Zach
for the
Lee,
Rangers.
come in. Give me your
Number
stuff, huh?
51.
Come on.
Zach
Four-seamer up.
Lee.
Drop this ever so slightly, going home run, power, square. Oh, that might. That was a pull shot. That was a pull shot. And I pulled it over the wall. Oh, right. .375. That does well. Maybe not great, but that does well. Helping my cause there. Severino. 3 innings gets the win. Player of the game, whatever. And that solo home run kind of made a difference. 10 pitches, 2 strikeouts. Not bad. Plus, you know, hit a home run. Pardon me. Well, this has all been... I don't think I've had a full start yet. I think that's going to be the next game here that's due up. We're already up, what, 4-2 now. Casey Braxton, 3 innings, 7 strikeouts. That's beginner difficulty, friends. Or rookie, whatever it's called. The lowest of the low. Anyway, individual player careers. Yeah, NBA 2K17, I got a power forward. But that'd be unrealistic to do that. FIFA, I think it's 21 I now have. That'd be pretty much starting from scratch. I did pick up NHL 22. I had the career NHL 19. A defenseman from Kazakhstan. What was his name? Miroslav Grigorenko. Yeah, I'm done with that. Picked up NHL 22. I think it was 22. Austin Matthews on the cover. And once again, went with a defenseman. But with the Be a Pro there, it's like you can only go to the Sabres. Ooh, dropping out. It's either Sabres, number 1 overall pick, or the Kraken, number 2 overall. I went
for the Dodgers.
With the Kraken.
Second baseman, Kevin Payne.
Futzed around with that to figure out what's going on. Very unique how that game is now. That's kind of how I like a individual player career. It's not just compiling stats. There are interactions. There is, you know, like, well, here's your contract, and you get paid every week or every other week, whatever it is, and you can get money to buy things that give you perks. So I do like how that kind of works. Interactions with your teammates, it's kind of the same how it was years ago, NHL, whatever, Marty Brodeur on the cover. Where it's like your interactions, how you respond to things. Good rundown, Mr. First Baseman. I respect you, Booker man.
Left fielder.
You got that reference. You're doing much better in life. Had a beverage earlier. A beverage before that. Sorry, just one beverage for that. Like, you know, an adult beverage, if you will. Had one. But woke up, kind of slept in today. Today's been a rough one. Kind of been
1 ball, 2 straight.
Kind of been a headbutting bit of a day. Had a good workout though. Kind of kicked my butt. Well, let's kick my legs. Cutter got him. Oh yeah, give me a come on now. Running fastball. That's gonna go back. It's gonna break away from me. Drop it slightly. Power shot. Oh, topped it. Wasn't down enough. No. Huh. Do some Contra NES music. Are you kidding me? That's legit tough guy. Good shot. That's a double. That might be an RBI double. Depending on how fast he is. You know, I'm going to try for that triple just to... Oh, shoot. He's in. All right. Could have gone to third. I didn't know if I was going to force him home.
Center fielder, number 12.
Well, just to be fair, what am I looking to do here? Next appearance? He grounds out. That's it. Okay. Oh, he's still... Alright, so next appearance. And a fly out, so that's done. Alright, I'm back on the moon. Back on the bump.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
That ain't me at all.
Pitcher.
Come on now.
Escobar.
Look at all those windmills out there.
Ball 1.
Just killing all those birds. Causing cancer, right? Hank Heineck. Is he a third baseman? Oh, I missed it again. Quick time out here, as I'm going to have to do a little bathroom break. Because that's just what I do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Holy cow. Yeah, let me be right back. Let me time out here. Quick bathroom break. I'll return. Oh, quick timeout. We're back. This is the Rhythm and Pixels video game stream. If you know rhythmandpixels.com or their YouTube channel, a lot of chiptune-y stuff, but not any gimmicks. It's all legit. It's not rehashed or remixed stuff, not that I know of. Whoa, almost overwrote that. Wow. I'm just doing stuff. Don't worry about me. There was another file to save. Whatever. Let's. Okay, this is a full startup for me. Choose uniform. Ah, we're good. Just play. This is spring training. This is just spring training. We'll be fine. City Hunter. I don't know what this game is at all. City Hunter. Ending number 2. It's a lively little tune, if you know the game, or games.
Leading off for the Rangers, center fielder, Steve Campos.
Yeah, I haven't played much. Well, I haven't played this in months. Maybe like a franchise or something like that, but like, you know, the legit Casey Braxton career. No, it's probably been 6 months. Easily last year. I know it's January 21st. I know all the gimmicks. Oh, I haven't seen you since last year. I get that. But legitimately, 22 minutes in, we're already making last year jokes. Oh.
Right fielder, Gary Obama.
Did it say his name was Gary Obama? Did I hear that right? Says Obama over there. All right. Gotcha. Drop another. And I love the break on the 12-6.
I got the count 0-2.
SNK versus Capcom. The match of the Millennium. Zangief's theme. This is the Neo Geo Pocket Color version. I don't know how good the chiptunes are playing for you. Oh, the sweeping curveball. Just looking at it. It was there, though. It did touch the line. Joey Gallo. Isn't this the guy the Yankees picked up and he didn't do anything?
Joey Gallo.
I mean, they were able to keep Aaron Judge after his tremendous year. I'm not a Yankees fan. I get they need to be relevant for baseball to kind of grab headlines and be noticed.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Let them make the playoffs and lose, I guess, that's okay for me. But you cannot deny, Dropper, you cannot deny the year Aaron Judge had. Just tremendous beyond tremendous. And it was good to kind of see as those things are going. It's like, oh, he's stuck, he's not going to get any more. No more home runs for him. Like, no, there's still like a week and a half or 2 weeks, something. Really interesting stuff. Good, it's just great to see history. And then you get to see these guys like Scherzer and putting all the numbers they do, and Miguel Cabrera. It's like, my goodness, there's just... I don't know, I just really enjoy baseball. And in going to Wrigley for last season...
Martin Hamby.
Well, of course, I didn't mention it. Yeah, the Cubs lost, by the way. But it's so bizarre. There's a few things about Wrigley that like kind of just stick in my brain. Because as you walk in, you're kind of below the field level. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're ground level outside on the street level. But as you walk in, you're like, okay, there's a low ceiling above you, and here's the concession stands and everything. Like, oh, there's the stairs to go up. And it's not, it's whatever. It's, I don't know, a dozen steps or something like that. Then you step up and it just something, it just hit in my brain as I'm stepping up and like in the background, and then I just see everything rising above me. You know, because I had seats kind of down the third base line, kind of back that way a little bit. Not like front row, but I think it was what?
The count?
The 200 section, not the front chunk, but the second, whatever. I was not sitting behind a post, but as we step up, get up the stairs, and it's kind of behind home plate. Nice goal. And just what the visual that it plays with your mind and your brain. So as I'm walking up the stairs, then like the scoreboard, and then there's then the ivy and the bleacher seats out there. Just something about that is just stuck in my brain. And just looking out at the ivy, it was like the field in general, just like that building's been there over 100 years. Just think of all the names, all the people that have played there, whether they were wearing the Cubbies uniform or not. Man, just, I mean, tremendous. And it's great. Like, there's no parking lot for Wrigley, not that I saw. There's little lots around the area, but it's not like it's not a big parking garage. It's like you just park whatever far away, and then you just walk it. Like, I don't know, there was a church kind of around. Like, there's vendors all around the place, T-shirts and whatever, all the gimmicks outside of Wrigley. You know, sporting goods stores, etc. Simple stuff, right? Food joints. And I mean, there's a church over the way. I don't know if people were parking there. We were close enough. The hostel we stayed at was about 5 miles away. And we did catch an Uber to the game, but then we walked back and we found a Binny's. We found a Binny's beverage warehouse. Had to go there because Binny's is the official beverage partner of the Chicago Cubs. I don't know, for people that you got your own place, like whatever, ABC Liquors or Crown Wine and Spirits, whatever your place is in your local area, big city-wise, like you have your place, right? I'm not just talking like, you know, the Publix liquor store, but there's that local, you know, liquor store or liquor warehouse. Binny's is the one for the Cubs, and just on the walk back after the game was over, oh, Binny's. My girl pointed that out. I didn't know that it was right there. I was like, because if we're north, our hostel was south of Wrigley. So as we're walking back, she's like, "Oh, what is that? Beverage warehouse?" I'm like, "Binny's. That's the official beverage warehouse of the Chicago Cubs." She had no idea. Like, what? Like, yeah, it's a liquor warehouse. Let's go in and get some stuff. So we did. You know, bought a few gimmicks, bought a few things, and like these nice, decent, solid aluminum kind of Binny's. They look like red Solo cups, but they're made of aluminum. Good sturdy aluminum. Not just cheap flimsy, you know. So we got one for her, one for me. But yeah, it was just fun.
Now pitching for the Giants.
Ghost Man is in the house. Yeah, wait, who is this? Yeah, it's Mr. I Don't Stream Anymore. That's who this is. But the usual, what's going on, man? How are you? I saw you buzz me the other day. It jumped out of my brain. I buzzed you back just a couple hours ago, Facebook Messenger style. I saw it. I get a little bit busy at work nowadays, my Monday through Friday, working at a bank/credit union. I'm hitting the books. It's really slow there, which is nice, so I can do me stuff. So I can read up. I'm going through Exodus right now, as far as my reading goes. A couple other books I'm reading, but then, you know, exams for my licensing that I'm going for in my business. It's like as I go through my phone, check the emails really quick. Well, there's this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I saw it. It didn't click in my brain till earlier
First
today.
baseman, number 1.
Never got anything?
Jimmy.
Oh,
Pena.
it never popped up for you. Oh, I did send it though, did I not? If I didn't click send, that's on me. But I thought I did. 1,000 pardons. And you know what? Swig of water from the new copper mug of awesomeness. Yeah. This is that good copper, the solid copper mug. Ain't no stainless steel on the inside. Straight copper, my friend.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Okay, I did. It just didn't pop up till now. Oh, wrong pitch.
We got time.
Yeah, you know, I don't stream much for anything anymore. Just, you know, today, a little bit of downtime, whatever. Kind of slept in today. Was able to get a good workout in. Like, I'll fart around, play some games, but I don't stream. I haven't. This is probably the first stream I've done in months. Constantly hurting yourself. What? I mean, I know you've had fishing accidents. Please tell me there's no hunting accidents. Because you're doing, like, crossbow, bow and arrow, rifles, I don't know.
0-1.
You haven't run into any death claws on the golf course, have you? I mean, that's probably the worst case scenario. Probably. Last thing you want to do is, like, crack yourself in the shin with a 7-iron. And be like, oh, and there's a glowing death claw. Yeah, that was fun. I'll still, like, reference back to that in my brain somehow. Just, like, oh, I should play Fallout 76 just for the fun of it, just because there's been updates and, like, there's new things going on. Like, I don't really have the time. Like, if I get 2 hours out of a stream here today, like, for me, that's pretty good. Normally, I keep myself pretty busy. But, or otherwise, I'll play City Skylines in the background, and like, but I'm doing stuff. I'm cooking, I'm reading, I'm going through exams, blah, 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 etc. Let me save really quick. I'll save all this stuff. But, yeah. Like, even my video game playing is not so consistent. Like, oh, I can sit down for, 4, 5, 6 hours uninterrupted. That is not the case. I mean, that's all right. I mean, hey, I'd like to be in retirement mode so I can just do this pretty much forever. That'd be great. But, yeah, just, the way things are. I haven't played this. I think this was the last game I streamed, like, in June or July last year. It's been forever since I've streamed. Yeah, granted, this is Spring Training 2026, so I'm still in the future.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Francisco.
I don't feel too bad about that.
Casey Braxton.
But, yeah, just, to stream other things. I mean, yeah, I got other sports games that I would like to stream and play and, like, share with the world, but really don't have time. I was bringing a new character in Fallout 4, but, I kind of shut that down, and that's been, like, all off camera. I'm well over level 50 doing that one. 76, I really haven't touched, like, in a serious fashion in quite a few months. Finger almost slicing the knuckle off and stepped on a nail. Broke my toe and had AC unit jam into my toe and a light fixture fall. Mike, you should just walk on your hands. Nail in the foot, drop something on a toe. This goes on your, like,
0-1.
You need, like, steel, it wouldn't be steel sheath, steel tongue boots. Not just toe, but steel tongue. The whole thing. Just get, like, full plate armor, right? Like the old knights in shining armor. Just get full plate mail.
Now batting.
That might assist a little bit better with the prevention of foot injury.
0-1's the count.
Caught the web of your fingers, caught between a nail and a man, I know you've showed me some of these injuries. I know you have. It's just, honestly, I think you've labeled more than you've shown. I'm sorry, anything in the webbing of the fingers or toes, like, I don't care if it's a paper cut. That son of a gun's gonna hurt. I do not, like, that's just, I mean, you got through that. This picture, that's a different kind of toughness right there.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 58, Diego Cruz.
Diego, sweaty.
Yeah!
That's all right. You bring that four-seam fastball. He always will, by the way. I'm gonna hit this thing because I'm lefty now. I can pull this thing down the first base line. Not pulled enough. That's all right. The base lead. Sinus infection from inhaling moldy insulation from under the house. Oh my goodness. What is that?
Number 12,
what is that stuff? Sudafed, maybe?
Ball one, no strike.
Oh, I ain't running yet. These little red nasal, because I used to have sinus infections a lot when I was a little bit younger. kind of teenage years.
1-1.
Safe. Eat it, son. Okay. Next appearance. Fly out. Trying to take it, but I don't know if it's working. Okay, yeah, I remember these little red pills. It might have been Sudafed. I might be wrong on the name, but little red pills. Anyway, there's another thing. If you got like a good vitamin-type shop or a supplement shop, there's this stuff here. There's a little nasal sprayer. It's Sovereign Silver. I think that's the brand name, but Silver Hydrosol, I think is what it's, you know, bioactive. Yeah, Silver Hydrosol. Sovereign Silver, I think, is the company, the brand name. But Silver Hydrosol, that stuff, back when I had COVID, yeah, that happened, it works. I mean, Silver Hydrosol is, silver in general. The metal itself is really good for killing bacteria, germs, etc. I mean, that's like a really diluted, watered down kind of a thing, but look into that if you can. I don't know if a Walgreens would have it, maybe, or a CVS, something along those lines. Also talking to someone, and we are taking slow. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good, that's good. And I mean, that is important, because I know that's kind of a thing where I'm at right now, when you're speaking relationships. So I do understand, but, you know, that the difference is, for me, dare I say, on the skepticism side, you know, I'm not, man, like, I don't want to spill too much here on the stream, you know, vocally. I don't want to be saying too much. Okay, Friday. Well, that's cool. Hey, that's all good. I mean, if it's depending on what the scenario is, if it's, you know, if there's good family dinners involved and get-togethers and whatever. Well, through Sunday, then you'll have that morning. Obviously, you'll get
Your
some.
attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 90.
You'll get some of that time, some Sunday morning festivities together. Might get to meet her crew.
Leading off for Seattle, center fielder.
I mean, yeah, for the 7 people that might ever watch this, I suppose I could just talk fully wide open and no one's ever going to know anyway, but...
No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, double date Saturday, there you go. That's cool, that's cool. What a catch and throw, nicely done. Hey, if you're sharing, that's fine. Well, I mean...
Castro.
Photograph. Well, that even sounds bad too. Sure. Let me see. Let me do what no mortal man should do and start judging. Huh? No, not gonna be like that. But sure, send it along.
Hey! Ball 1.
That was actually a good pitch. He just didn't swing at it. I'll give him half credit there. This charming little tune that I'm hearing right now, a video game from the TurboGrafx 16, a game called Dragon's Curse.
3.
But you're in the marine town. All right, so that's.
Up next for Seattle.
All right, wait. Okay, that's the phone. I see the shadow, and I'm like, oh, you're raising a beer. I'm like, okay. So like that's the phone camera. Okay, there you go. And it is great for you to find something that fits kind of where you're at. That's an important piece.
Hey!
But yeah, there's a lot of important pieces. I may as well speak semi-freely anyway. A lot of important pieces when it comes to a relationship. Financially makes a difference. Religion or just kind of moralistic beliefs, that plays an important role in things. You know, just general lifestyle things like traveling or habits, hobbies, etc. There's a lot of things to consider. And it's good that you have a very important one that you feel is like in a good line. in a good pathway there. That is important. Oh, I'll stay 2. Could have went for that triple. Could have.
Now batting.
See, that's a decent
Center
distance
fielder.
away. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing where, like, you know, gonna have to make your time. It's gonna have to be weekends and such. I mean, that is understandable.
Leading off for the Mariners.
You know, it's kind of weird because, like, I think down here in South Florida, 2 hours away, well, that could legitimately be a trip to, like, somewhere in Miami. Just depending on traffic, it could be 2 hours. I mean, but if it's good, you know, county highway type deal, that can go smooth. That's not so far away. It's weird. Where I grew up versus where I'm living now, it's a completely different story. Just like, you know, the commuting and stuff like that. Every day, going to work, you know, where I grew up would be like, yeah, it's easily a half hour to get to work. That's an hour of your day driving. Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. And people would think that I'm crazy in a lot of ways. But then, like, around here in South Florida, it's like a half hour. People would almost cherish that, and that's just because of the congestion. It's not the mileage. It's really weird how, like, the old country
And
mile,
leading off for the
honestly,
Halos.
that's a lot smoother
Right
than
fielder.
the big city mile, for sure. You tell me what takes long. I can imagine, you know, driving a mile back where I grew up, well, that's relatively easy, because the first house that we moved into, when we got to the middle of nowhere, Tomahawk, Wisconsin, it was on a gravel road, and to the end of the road where our one friend lived, that was a mile. We would ride our bikes, because, you know, we were young,
Designated
didn't
hitter.
have our driver's licenses at the time.
0-1.
Just drive our bikes down there. Oh yeah, we're gonna whatever, run around the fields and whatever. Just do young, stupid kid stuff, right? Play football, something in the front backyard, whatever. Fetch with the dogs, you know.
Hey.
Yeah, like that's nothing. To try to do that, like in a big city scenario, to go a mile on your bicycle,
Third baseman.
depending on where you are, that might take a little while.
Valdez.
0-1's the count.
Things are generally good, well, except last night and today, you know. Hence the streaming on a Saturday, you know.
Be safe.
Things are what they are.
Batting fourth. Catcher. Omar Gutierrez.
But,
0-1.
no, I would still say for the most part all good, but I think there's a couple X factors, underlying things that are just
No balls, 2
Not-
strikes.
not being seen well for perspective, and, I don't know, certain things I won't speak of right now. But I'll just, I guess to be brief with it, oftentimes you don't feel like there's
leading
enough
off for the Halos.
downtime
Left fielder. Seth
for
Diaz.
ourselves.
0-1's the count.
And I think that starts to build up and become kind of an issue. Because it's, well, you know, it's you know, we're not living together.
Out.
So, and we don't live very far, but it's just like, you know, whether
Batting
it's
sixth.
she stays here, I
First
stay
baseman.
there,
Miguel
whatever the case is through the work
Garlobo.
week. Well, you know, through the work week,
Hey.
you know, there's that whole time. And it's like, okay, after work, well, whatever, someone's got to go shopping, you got to do this, that, the other, going to get a workout because they didn't have time this morning. That might be, yeah, it's catchable good. But,
Batting seventh.
I just feel like the
Center fielder,
downtime is just
Ryan
not enough
Cardwell.
to, dare I say, suffice,
Hey.
if that makes sense.
0-1.
Well, you know, Ghost, that's another scenario. That is another scenario.
Ball match outside.
And like I'll kind of run back to that really quick, where yeah, it's like, you know, we kind of get exhausted through the day, and then it's like, I'll get dinner and have a drink and everything. And one drink might turn into 2 or 3, and at that point you're tired, sleepy, and you put some drinks on that. Now let me tell you, as I'm 40 years old now, I can't hang like that like I used to in my 20s, where, no, we'd polish off a bottle tonight and still wake up and, I'll be okay.
And leading off for the Halo.
Can't do that so much anymore.
The
Maybe it's also
shortstop,
the clean eating and,
Alvin.
working out proper. And, my system's just saying, like, no, we don't need that stuff, please don't have it. But, that can be said both ways. We're just like, nah, maybe that should, if not slow down, be eliminated. And just, it's easy for a person to turn into a grumpasaur. It's like, we're both kind of tired, and these, the beverages aren't helping for, these late-night philosophical conversations. Like, this is stuff that should be talked about and brought up at, like, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But,
Batting ninth.
Even
Second baseman.
from last night into today, it's like,
0-1's the count.
Sometimes it can get frustrating, and, just...
I got the count. 0-2.
That was the idea, was like, there were plans for, there's a little get-together, but... if I kind of hear a couple things along the way, like, okay...
Now batting, right fielder, Darren Lopez.
I'll pump the brakes then. I will pump the brakes. I can actually send a message along. I'll do that here in between innings or something. Okay. So let me get to that kind of half quick.
Leading off the fourth inning for the Angels, designated hitter, number 43.
0-1.
Oh, you're heading out. Okay, no problem, Ghost. I'm going to get through spring training here. It takes the better part of 2 hours.
Ball. Down.
I might be here. If not, whatever. It's, I'm never too far away. A Facebook message or so.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not footing the casket. No. I'm around. You know me. Streaming on Twitch, different scenario. That has been forever. I know.
Now batting, third baseman, Diego Valdez.
Energy, there, that's the word I'm trying to type. Okay. Let's just put aside, as we're just still running through some, Greg Maddux had that really good two-seamer and circle change. Has the same movement.
0-2
Just
is
the
the count.
speed is different, but he had a lot of break to it, too. A lot of control. And I did want Braxton to be sort of kind of a dual master. A lot of breaking movement, but
Now
good
batting,
control. Really good control.
catcher, Omar.
It's kind of weird how, like, control in this video game doesn't always mean you're going to get the guy out. It's more that K9 ability. Swing and a miss, right? That's the key one to have. It doesn't really matter what your pitch type is or its velocity.
The count. 0-2.
A swing and a miss is a swing and a miss. In real life, yeah, velocity, of course. That's the running fastball for the strikeout. Not that I'm keeping such track of things here in spring training, but, whatever. Yeah. Oh. Crowd is guffawing. Looks like we won, because 4 innings, 1 hit allowed, 10 strikeouts. That's pretty good. That sounds like the ESPN thing, right? Tonight on Sports Center. It's almost the same. It's similar. It's not the same. I know they would have been sued a long time ago. ESPN is now part of Disney. They would have been hacksawed. You know, like the magic tricks where like the guy saws the lady in half. Yeah, it would have been like that. There's no way ESPN/Disney would have allowed San Diego Studios video games to like. That sounds like our tune, our little ditty. You need to take that away now, sir and/or madam. So there is always that. Oh, you know what? There was a football game happening. You know, I don't need to. Well, not to say I don't need to check my stream. Let me check the ball game here. Chiefs Jaguars. Keeping in mind that Patrick Mahomes was showing up gimpy hurt. Oh, but they're up 10, so that's no big deal. Let's mute that. Can this be a separate window away? It can. Whoa. Is this, okay, that's what I'll do. That's just a good defensive play right there. Well, I can see the chat, and I got this going
Leading
here.
up for the A's. Left fielder.
Looks like they kind of hit helmets on a defensive play there, swatting the ball away. Jaguars player currently down. Kansas City is up 10 right now, 27-17. You got to give Jacksonville credit. I know somebody has to win that division, just the same as somebody had to win the NFC South. You know, bless Tom Brady, greatest quarterback of all time.
Oh.
One of the greatest NFL players of all time, though not a skill position.
First baseman,
but skill to play quarterback.
Richard Kilgore.
I know that's uncommon with a lot of people. Joe Montana never lost a Super Bowl. Well, Joe Montana never went to like 10 of them anyway, so. And when he switched teams, he didn't even get to a Super Bowl. Tom Brady switched teams and won a Super Bowl. So, sorry, but Brady's the best. It's not even close. I don't know who's in second place. Maybe it's Peyton. And I know he lost the Super Bowl. Montana didn't. But Peyton won a Super Bowl with two different teams. So, I mean, you can make arguments. I like Drew Brees, but he's not Tom Brady. I like John Elway more than I like Joe Montana.
Number 10,
but John Elway is no Tom Brady. So
Gavin Perkinson.
It's just really weird with sports. As much as I enjoy the sports.
All one's the count.
Whoa, wrong pitch. I was mashing buttons there. Like, I still say that in my lifetime, the greatest player is probably Wayne Gretzky.
No balls, 2 strikes.
For any sport, just the numbers he has, it's impossible to touch. You can almost put Tom Brady up there, and I would say that he maybe has surpassed Gretzky in a lot of ways. Where I didn't think it was possible. LeBron James is kind of moving up that list, too. I think just more statistics and one more championship, I'd say for sure. LeBron is probably in the conversation of top 5 performance athletes in my lifetime. And when Gretzky was doing his thing, I wasn't watching hockey. We were not a hockey watching family. I don't know. I just know the numbers are there. They don't lie. And the more the simulated game. Let's stop simulating. We need to save right now. SNK versus Capcom. The match of the millennium. Guile's theme. Neo Geo Pocket Color. What a weird little sounding system. Okay, let me back out here because I want that good, I want that pitch command to be my training session. Simulated game. Nope. Reload. And we're gonna do this until it works. You know how I am. Very particular, very persnickety, if you will. It's gonna happen. It's a digital coin flip right now. That's all it is. We'll get there. Pitch command. There it is. Well, at the very least, I do have a window open to watch the football game. I don't think anybody would have questioned Kansas City winning this game, but now that Mahomes is, like, out, hey, they're up by 10. He needs to get healed up, because, like, his ankle was rolled up in a little pile-up. And for him being as mobile as he is, that's a really important part of his game. Really good thrower, though. Really good throwing quarterback for being so mobile. If they've pulled him out of the game, you know it's got to be serious. In Jacksonville, I mean, they won their division. Somebody had to. Like I said, Tampa Bay, somebody had to win that division. Bless Tom Brady. But, and Jacksonville driving. I'm telling you, but that's all it can take. Chad Henne is not that good a quarterback. Is it Chad Henne or is it Ryan Tannehill? I forget which Dolphins quarterback it is. I think they said it was Chad Henne. Well, do you remember Chad Henne? Like, that Michigan team was loaded. Chad Henne, Mario Manningham, Mike Hart. That offense was so superpowered, and they lost at home to a then 1AA school. Oh, who was it? Oh, my goodness, I can't think of them all of a sudden. They're now 1A. Ooh, nice breakup. Nice breakup defensively in the end zone. Jacksonville going for a touchdown here. Not the Navy midshipmen. They were already 1A. Appalachian State, that's it. Appalachian State beat Michigan in the Big House. What was that, 2008, I want to say? Something, 2007, 2008. And I'm sorry, like, Lloyd Carr was not the best coach, I get that. But you had Chad Henne, Mike Hart, and Mario Manningham offensively. Defensively, I'm probably forgetting a good name or two. But there's no way that you lose that game, let alone lose and not even get into the national championship. But that was that era of Vince Young, Texas. I think that, boy, was that season or was it the year before? Like Reggie Bush, Lendale White, who was the quarterback? Matt Leinart. The USC Texas thing was right around there. Michigan was hot, at least offensively. Georgia was hot. Georgia had, and thankfully they've won back-to-back national championships. Sorry, TCU. I respect you, I do. But you had no business. 14 playoff, like when a team like that gets in, I'm sorry, you beat Michigan, you did your thing, but then you just got walked in the national championship. Just not good. Look at Trevor Lawrence spinning to get a first down here. Just under 6 minutes, and they need 10 points here. This is getting interesting. With Mahomes out, Kansas City, And again, Jacksonville playing a perfectly healthy team. I don't think the odds are for them to... Oh, he tried the lateral, and I think he fumbled.
Now pitching for San Francisco, number 90, Casey Braxton.
Excuse me, a little sneeze there. A pile up, looks like there was half a fumble. And now there's a defensive Kansas City Chief down.
Leading off for the Mariners, designated hitter, Pedro Espinoza.
Yep, that's all he said. You heard that? The umpire. Yep. Meaning strike or what? Well, the ball did come out. He wasn't trying to lateral. He wasn't trying to be cute. I think just like in the scrum and the pile-up, somebody got their bell rung a little bit. Well, that's one thing. Like if I have a son, daughter, doesn't matter. No, you're not playing football or rugby or nothing like that. Play baseball. At least with a son, if you really play your butt off and you go pro, there's no salary cap. You can make endless amounts of money. And if you're left-handed, you're going to get called up because Major League Baseball just needs lefties. You're going to get called up. So there's the get-rich-quick scheme for everybody out there. If you're planning to expand your family, if you're looking to become a family, marriage-wise, whatever. I'm not saying pray for a boy and teach him to play baseball and throw left-handed.
The right fielder.
But if you do,
Number 13.
give it 20, 25 years. That's a heck of an investment that will pay back millions. All them Little League practices and learning how to throw a good curveball, changeup, fastball, two-seam, four-seam, you name it. Your son can grow up to be the next Randy Johnson. Think of that. Huh? Now, I'm not saying your kid's going to be 6'10", 6'11", but just the dominance. Oh. But yeah, dominance. I talk about Tom Brady. I talk about Wayne Gretzky. You know, LeBron is right there, I'd say. Everybody's going to make the Michael Jordan comparison, and I get that, but Michael Jordan retired twice. LeBron has yet to do so. Just saying. Getting injured is one thing, but you retired on your own. And sure, I'll give you. Well, after winning the finals against Phoenix and all that, and I'm a Chicago guy. I'm still saying, look at how good LeBron is. Like, there's no denying that. There is no denying it. Greatest ever? Sorry, but he's in the conversation. You know, I look at the stats and I see, you know, big O Oscar Robertson. I see that, and that's great
for San Francisco.
For that
Number
era.
90.
And the triple-double, all that. Well, then that means Brian Westbrook's better than him then, right? Or Russell. Brian Westbrook is a running back for the Eagles. Russell Westbrook is then better than Oscar Robertson based on that statistic alone.
Langley.
A season with a triple-double, because Westbrook's done it, what, 2-3 times?
Ball one. We're playing 11.
Just based on that
1-1.
statistic, he's better. He's better. Just based on that stat. But, like,
Playing
I
12.
love Bill Russell.
1 ball, 2
Bill
strikes.
Russell's not even in the conversation anymore. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's name is in the conversation because of all-time points that LeBron is catching up to. But no one's ever saying that he's in the conversation. They might put Magic ahead. They might put Bird ahead of Kareem, which is not totally fair. Because Kareem won championships with 2 teams and college national championships.
0-2.
I mean, yeah, it's so tough, but, like, LeBron's definitely in that conversation. He just absolutely is. Oh, there was a fumble, and it looks like Kansas City did get possession of the ball on that fumble. Didn't see that. I just saw the player was down. Back from commercial. It's already 3rd down with 5 minutes to go. And I love Andy Reid as a coach. I'm telling you, I know Belichick is probably going to be like the guy that they mentioned, but Andy Reid, I think, has done more with, dare I say, less. He made Donovan McNabb look better than he was. Got to a Super Bowl with him. A sort of a journeyman in his own right, Alex Smith from San Francisco. Well, we don't know what to do with them, and we think we're doing a little bit better with this Kaepernick kid. Alex Smith starts playing with Andy Reid. All of a sudden, his game elevates. Starts throwing for 4,000 yards. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is not good, but Patrick Mahomes probably looks really good because Andy Reid just has this thing with quarterbacks. Remember, Donovan McNabb left Philly, and he couldn't complete a pass. He went to Minnesota, he went to Washington, whatever. He looked horrible. This was not the guy that was borderline MVP, you know, routinely going to conference championship games. He couldn't play the game. I mean, Andy Reid has done so much, so good for quarterbacks. Well, and here's one, too. If you rewind, if not Belichick, I know everybody hates him. Everybody, oh, Bill Walsh. And I do get part of that argument.
First pitch, 7-0.
But Bill Walsh, what did he do? It was 3 Super Bowls, and then he left to go to Stanford and did nothing, by the way. How do you go to college and not do anything? Going to college should be easier. Going in reverse, it should be easier. Look at Nick Saban. Anyway, by the way, Nick Saban, best college coach of all time. Despite you might hate him.
Ball one, no strike.
But he's the best ever. I don't care. Newt Rockney, whatever you want to talk about. Nick Saban, Lou Saban. Final Fantasy VI, Saban Figaro. I don't care. Bum Rush. I don't care. See, I keep it to video games. I talk video game stuff, too. But, Doesn't matter. Jimmy Johnson does not matter. Barry Switzer does not matter. Pete Carroll.
Third baseman.
He's done well in the pros. He has.
Inaba.
Super Bowl win, trip to another. It's not often that a good college coach goes into the pros and is good. It doesn't happen often. Dennis Erickson from the U goes to the Seattle Seahawks, and then I think the 49ers just couldn't do a thing. Doesn't always translate. Jimmy Johnson from the U to the Dallas Cowboys did. Miami Dolphins, that didn't work out so well. It was okay. But what just happened? So it looks like Jacksonville got the ball back, but then there's a turnover. What happened? I don't know. Second inning. I got to keep going here. Swing and a miss.
The count.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like it's on the Chiefs. There we go. Phone, why you on reset? What's that all about?
Catcher, Sean Langley.
What is up with that?
No balls, 2 strikes.
Now here's a video game tune in the background. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge on the Nintendo. That first mission. Man. There are certain tunes that just stay in my brain. That's one of them. I don't know why. It's chill, but it's still cool. That's up there. Fly, fly. Oh. Scared him a little bit, though.
Leading off for San Diego, shortstop, Gerald Stockton.
It's really weird. When I'm listening to these video game streams, and I will do this at work, all instrumental stuff if I can help it, but I'll hear these Nintendo tunes. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, Mission Number 1. Mission Number 2 had good music, too.
Ball.
That's like on your way to the helicopter, right? But some of these tunes, like, it puts me in a time and place. Like, I remember playing this video game in the basement of our old house, me and my brother. He had that turbo controller. What was that? The NES Max. Not the big joystick deal. I think that was the Advantage. Maybe I got the names wrong, but you know, the handheld one. I think it was called the Max. It was like you could always do that hyper knee with that little turbo controller. Always. And that hyper knee on Double Dragon 2 took out everything. The Cyclone Kick was like the cool thing to do, but it was not nearly as effective as the hyper knee. That hyper knee to launch him off the edge, launch him into the water. They shot across the screen when you hit him with that thing. I think it was more powerful, too. The Cyclone Kick looked cool. Which is weird because you think Double Dragon like special power moves, and that Cyclone Kick is absolutely the move that people go to.
Wilson Swift.
But like, I can remember like playing that game, you know, like what was that other one? Narc. I forgot who. Midway. That was a Midway game, I think. Just certain things. And then the Super Nintendo comes along and like Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, Super Mario World.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battletoads Double Dragon. Really good music. This is the Sega Genesis version of the music. Still good though. But like games like Flashback, games like The Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing, Sim City. Some of the earlier games, I said Mario World, but like Pilot Wings and F-Zero. There was a sound. There was such a distinctive sound to the early Super Nintendo music, undeniable. Now, sure, you can hear things like Mario Kart or Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, and you can tell it's Super Nintendo, but there's just a certain sound to the early release Super Nintendo video games. And for me, I don't know, it just takes me back. It's those early 90s years. We had just moved, like I said, to the middle of nowhere. Like I said, our friend was a mile down the road, a gravel road. And if he had chores to do, or if he just wasn't, he's whatever, at work, at the grocery store, something, I don't know. If he wasn't around, what do? Play video games. Or if it's late, can't go outside, we live in a forest. We'll get eaten by a bear, of course. But, yeah, just gonna rent a video game for the weekend. Whatever it is, oh, nice catch, turn and throw. Nicely done. Again with 2 outs. See, last time would have worked well. I got under it too much, huh? 97 with that heat. Drop it so slightly. 96, he's losing it. I think we're getting to him. Not enough to do it.
Your attention, please.
Can't squeak through.
Now
Abe Rosales. Four innings, 8 strikeouts, not bad. Not bad. Slowly chipping away here. 2-minute warning here, Kansas City. It's 3rd and 10. They need a first down, do they not? Oh, on a counterplay. Couldn't do it. Jacksonville's out of timeouts. But that clock gonna tick. 10-point lead. 2, not bad. Not bad at all. Is that a start for me? I don't even know. Simulated games. Stop simulating. We're not going to do that. We're going to save and then get ourselves back for, yeah. A good training. Pitch command, that's what it's called. Let's continue. Got to reload the file. I think that's where I just double screwed up. We're okay, though. We're having a good time. As comedian Dusty Slay would say, we're having a good time. Enough of the simulated game stuff already, come on. Pitch command, there we go. 3rd one of these, I do believe. Speaking of Super Mario World, remember when you got to the special world, like on Star Road? Oh, no, beyond Star Road. You got up into the special land or whatever. Special world. I thought that was so crazy. And I'll still say, I don't care what you throw at me, Super Mario World is the greatest launch day video game for a console there will ever be. Just like the PS2 will be the greatest selling console of all time, Super Mario World will never be touched in the... I'm not saying sales, because I get, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, whatever for Nintendo did really well, and I know that like the original Wii Sports, I think outsold that, but people don't go back and refer to Wii Sports, I don't think. Super Mario World still has this, wow, what a beautiful game. It looks good, it plays good, it controls, feels, handles good. The uniqueness of, well, the ghost houses and the multiple exits in certain areas, the hidden stuff like the Star Road and the Special World and the Top Secret Zone or whatever. Just before you get into the Vanilla Dome, right? The block switches or whatever, the switch blocks, you know what I mean. The yellow and the green and the blue and the red exclamation blocks. So many things. So many things. How the music changes tune. Like there's a bongo that gets involved when you're riding Yoshi. It's so subtle. When you're in a cave, like in the Vanilla Dome, in one of those worlds, and you jump, whoop, there's an echo effect in the background. And the little sparkles in the background as you're running through those Vanilla Dome caves. It's just so... Don't get me wrong, there's other really good, if not better, Super Nintendo games. You could say Yoshi's Island is a better... they got the extra chip in those games and all that stuff. It's probably a better game. In quite a few ways, other than the wah, right? Other than that, visually it does look better, but that's a launch... Super Mario World is a launch title game, and it's that beautiful. You could nitpick F-Zero. You can nitpick Pilot Wings with the Mode 7 graphics and all that stuff. And if you want to say Chrono Trigger's better, if you want to say Final Fantasy Kefka is better, by all means, you're not wrong. There's a lot of people who can say, yeah, those are pretty good games as well. Very good games, as a matter of fact. So you can say a lot of those games are great. Other thing, Turtles in Time is really good. Final Fight is good, even though Guy is not in the game. And, you know, whatever. It's not such a... It doesn't kill a game for me. But there's a lot of really good Mario Kart. Sure, it kind of looks very Mode 7, but introduced sort of... It is a race. It's not vehicular combat. It's not Twisted Metal, where the object is to blow up the other car. There is a race, it's just you do get some weapons to slow down or hinder your adversaries. Very, not, I wouldn't say it's an original idea either, but it's just very unique in its own way. Mario World to me is a better game than Mario Kart, I feel, and I love Mario Kart, I do. But Mario World is a launch title. I still kind of can't get over that. That game is so beautiful. Super Metroid is great. I've only played through that game once. Such a great game. It really is. I don't know it that well. So if I were to play back, that would be like living through it again. For the most part. I don't remember where all the gimmicks are. Where do I use a power bomb? Where do I do this or that or the other? I don't remember all those things. So, Jacksonville got a field goal, and they're going to try for the onside kick now. They're down by 7. Let's see what happens here. Crosses 10 yards, Kansas City's on it. Game will be over soon. Ho-ho. Kansas City, well, no joke. I mean, they limp by. Without Mahomes, that's going to be a tough one. That's just going to be a tough one. But that just is what it is.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 90, Casey Braxton.
Bring me in relief here. Let me play them Oakland A's. So we are Cactus League.
Hitting off for the Athletics.
Over on the West Coast.
0-1.
Everyone does say that the Cactus League is a lot better just because everything's all right there. Whereas down to the Grapefruit League in South Florida, it's very spread out. It's whatever, Jupiter, Port St. Lucie, it's long drives when it doesn't need to be. So it's just kind of, you know.
Alberto Fernandez.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Also, that is done. Kansas City advances.
Aye.
Aye. Oh, what's next up here?
Jarrett Foss.
Can I refresh this a little bit? Maybe there's more? Bulls, Atlanta, NBA, UFC. There's be another game on Fox coming up, correct?
Aye.
Maybe pregame ain't started yet.
They count 0-2.
What's this other game? It's supposed to be on Fox. Talk to me. Tell me something. Internet, give me a rundown here, huh? I'm just farting around going through spring training. NFL, give me some scores. Next up, it should be Giants and Eagles, but that's at 8:15. That's not quite an hour away, but... Tell you, Giants, that's another team, like, bless them. But they kind of limped into the playoffs. Pitch hit, or don't pitch hit for me. I hit a home run. Whoa, keep that rocking and rolling. 63 easy points. Rank went up to, we hit rank 14. Now we're climbing to 15. 15, not 15, but 15. That's right. Well, we got through that day. Let's just save again here really quick. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, the Prince of Darkness theme. That's another beautiful Super Nintendo game. Oh, sorry for not mentioning that one. Link to the Past, so beautiful of a game. Like, that's kind of the first game that really got me into the whole RPG idea. Not that I knew what an RPG was at the time. My friends kind of introduced me, to Dungeons and Dragons, and then Final Fantasy 3, 6, Kefka, whatever. They introduced me to that.
Attention, please.
I had a friend try to get me
for the
into.
Giants.
I don't remember what it was.
90.
If it was Mystic Quest or something like that. But he had rented a game and brought it over. I'm like, this is dumb. Like, just run from everything.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks.
Why would I want to? I'm this little guy. Why would I want to fight this thing? Let's just run away from everything. I didn't understand the because I'm the runt of my family. All I can do is run. My brother's older than me, bigger than me. Like, if picture it this way. If I'm 5 years old, my brother's 8. That is light years ahead as far as, like, personal development, physical development, right? So, I mean, he's bigger, faster, stronger than me, smarter than me, has better reflexes than me. So, like, in a video game, we're like, wait, fight or run? I'm going to run.
Out.
I didn't really understand role-playing games and how that was supposed to work. Like, they give me the option to run, I'm going to run. Legend of Zelda, the enemies are kind of there. You don't have to attack them all. It might help if you need some more rupees, more money, right? Some health, some hearts. RPGs look different to me. And it finally took, years later, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past really helped me kind of, like, get it.
Ball that's outside.
Like, oh, this is kind of cool. Can't go here because I don't have this thing. I never really played those games on the Nintendo that much, so my knowledge of Legend of Zelda and Link's Adventure, or the Adventure of Link, not so great. Like, I knew what they were, and I might have rented them along the way, or, a cousin had them and I borrowed from them, whatever. But I understood what those games were. But, like, I guess the turn-based, more so. I guess that's part of my I don't get it. Whatever that game was, it was Secret of Mana, something like that, you know. It, for me, was just like, what? I don't get it. If they give me the option to run, I'm gonna run. Because even in Zelda, unless you're in those dungeons, like, you don't have to attack everything. Just run to the other screen, and the thing will shift over. Now you're on this screen. Run down, go over this way. Screen will go that way. You know. No problem. You don't have to attack everything. It's not a boss.
For the Cubs, second baseman, Vince Galindo.
Would I ever go back to Wrigley? Me personally, yes. I got to go back because the Cubs lost. So I got to watch a game in Wrigley and watch them raise up the W, right? That only makes sense. But,
No balls, 2 strikes.
would Casey Braxton ever go back to the Cubs? Well, I would have to look year by year, like, what the team looks like. What's the makeup? This San Francisco team, and maybe I should have stayed here, whatever. Ventured out for a little bit. Did Washington for an amazing year, at least at the plate. Then San Diego.
The count, 0-2.
And hey, those didn't work out. Should I have stayed with Frisco? I don't even know. I'm not totally certain how that should have happened or what I should have done. Don't know. What happened, and those respective teams didn't. I mean, the Cubs didn't win without me. The Giants didn't win without me. Washington didn't win without me. And I think San Diego was my last stop, so, I mean, well, I didn't win with them. Now, if San Diego wins this season, if that chronologically makes sense, maybe I'm off. But, however it works, I mean, if I do well with it, good on me. But if one of those other teams wins, like Haney was really good on third. They got Carlos Correa. But the Cubs, man, they stink. I would have been the best pitcher there, and like, I'll always be the best pitcher no matter where I go. But I need. It's kind of like the NBA. You got 5 guys on the floor at all times. We have 5-man rotation of starting pitchers. I need at least one other good one out there, you know, when I'm not. A great bullpen will really help you in the playoffs. Pop, and that one went up. He pointed right away. Oh, I had seats just over. You know what? I could show you. This is Wrigley. No, it's not. Cactus League, sorry. Oops. I was going to say, like, oh, I'm the home team anyway. I don't know what I'm saying. No one's wearing the home whites. We're both wearing the colors. The no bleach laundry, cold water stuff.
0-2 is the count.
Well, that was a perfect timing pitch. That better get him. That better get him. Super Tetris 3 on the Super Nintendo. And this tune there's a hint of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in it. Oh! Gone. 3-run shot. Over the Date Palm Field. Whew. That's a good one. Yeah, you better get that ball back real quick. Anyway, Super Tetris 3 for the Super Nintendo. The song is called Sakura, the Cherry Blossoms. I hear that Russian ditty in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out when you're facing Soda Popinski. Right, that little,
Leading off for the Cubs,
as the fight's about to start, and he laughs at you. I don't know why, as a kid, I struggled with Soda Popinski. He doesn't do anything fancy. There's no gimmicks to him. There's none. His name is just Soda Popinski.
Got him.
It's not like Super Macho Man or Bald Bull, the second run of Bald Bull. It's nothing like that. Not in the least. I don't know why I struggled with him.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I'll be honest, I didn't know how to beat King Hippo when I was a kid. Had no idea. Like, I can't ever punch the guy. But when he raises up, bring that hammer down. When he raises up, you gotta punch him in the face. And then he drops his pants, and then you punch him in the belly button. I didn't know that for what seemed like years. Tiny Toon Adventures on the Nintendo. Now, I played that game on the Super Nintendo. Whatever, Buster Busts Loose. I had rented that. Decent little game. I never really watched a lot of Tiny Toon's Adventures. Because this is back in the day where it's, I think that was like on the WB or one of those cable channels, which we didn't have cable, so I had to catch it like on reruns on like old UHF stations.
Galindo.
And it was alright. I mean, I never, wasn't totally locked in with it. Wrong pitch, but let's just keep going with this. Triangle, square. What's the difference so long as he swings and misses? Just a lot of chiptune instrumental stuff going on right now musically, and I'm okay with that.
Now batting, the center fielder.
What do we got?
Adrian Escobar.
Hey. I'm okay with that. Mega Man 3, Sparkman. Now, I'll say, like, Mega Man 1 has good music. Gameplay, it has its faults. Mega Man 2 still, to me, is the best ever. Mega Man 3 got some solid music, and I never played it enough. A lot of people would contest between 2 or 3, which Mega Man is better. And I can't really argue, I never played 3 enough. Sparkman, really good tune, though, brother. Let me tell you.
Haney.
But...
0-1.
Still, Mega Man 2, and I've mentioned that in the past, like Nintendo games where number 2 was really odd. Mega Man 2 is kind of like the standout. Castlevania 2, well, it's a weird RPG, nobody likes it. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, it's now more RPG with leveling up and all that stuff, and it's the main parts of the game are flat 2D like Mario 2's Doki Doki Panic. We didn't know that till forever later. Lucky little boy. Throwing your 96 mile an hour not good enough stuff. There we go. Oh, let's hit another one. Pull it down the line. 2 home runs, 4 RBI. Round the bases. Yeah, I'd pull your guy out of there if I was you. I mean, that's 2 now that I've just gotten a hold of. This is a 5th inning set for me pitching.
Carlos Correa.
0-1's the count.
Woo.
0-2.
We're having a good time. And legitimately, I may never finish this career. Like, to think, I want to finish this. If I had the time, NBA 2K17, would I do something like that on stream? If I had all the time in the world, I would. Well, I didn't know you were going to play it that way, so that's my bad, dog. NHL Austin Matthews. Yeah, I would do that. A defenseman. And I had my own method to my madness. I was number 2 in the Art Ross. Seattle Kraken, and it was, while following the, keeping the video game thing, keeping in line with Castlevania. What was my character's name? Simon Richter. Because Belmont's not a name that they would vocally say.
0-1.
I don't know what like Belmont would, anything Belmont would have been cool, but it's not something that they say. There is no Belmont to be said. So I went with Simon Richter. Simon Richter. Because, the Netflix Castlevania thing is just, well, the Belmont family, it's French. So yeah, I made him from France. I brought him up in the European leagues or whatever. But the team was the Dragons. There was a city in France. The Roan Dragon? No, doesn't sound right. But they were the Dragons. That's the team I come up with. Whereas normally I would have done like the OHL or something like that. But because you don't get a full run, you only get to play like 6-7 games in the junior leagues. Because it didn't work out that way, you know, it didn't work out that way. Thunder Force 4, this game has got some beautiful music, and that's Sega Genesis style. Whew. I struck out the last 2 innings. Good. Well, let's keep going, because we're almost there. 3-0, 29 innings pitched. That's over 3 games worth. 3 full games, 67 strikeouts. Only allowed 2 hits. 2 hits. Woo!
Your attention, please.
What else? I would like to do a career of FIFA and play that out in full for you. I mean, there's a lot of sports. I'm a nerd like that. But then what other games on the backlog that like I haven't really touched? Assassin's Creed, what, in the desert? Is that Odyssey? Or Origins, maybe. Origins sound right. I think Odyssey is like the guy with the Marvin the Martian helmet, right? The Centurion-looking guy? Or the Trojan-looking guy, right? I think that's Odyssey. I think I started playing Origins, which is like Egypt in the desert. The controls are different from Black Flag, so I'm a little bit irritated at that. I mean, I played the Mass Effect trilogy. It's okay. I mean, it's more of a dialogue game, to be fair. It's very much a character, you know, kind of a building, etc. And so you can snog and romance people, and that's kind of cool, you know.
Now batting.
I didn't know how it all worked out like that, so I didn't totally work it out in full to the best. But what else do I have on the backlog? There's a Just Cause game, there's a Far Cry game, and I like all that stuff. I like playing them. You know, City Skylines. I'm doing some weird stuff with a city right now. It's like I kind of want to show that off. But think of the other stuff I had on my backlog. There was a Minecraft file I had. I wouldn't mind getting into some Terraria. I wouldn't mind, you know, if my girl was playing video games, like Stardew Valley, the both of us. I think that'd be fun. Get ourselves on a farm and start building stuff up and just, you know, take like a lazy Sunday every here and there and like play a couple hours. I see Angry Iceberg is online. He's playing Destiny 2. Fun, but I can't get so in-depth with that game. Not stream-wise. Like, yeah, like... And I said that about Destiny at the time. It's like Destiny, so like you have to live that and stream just that is what I feel. And to be handcuffed like that, I don't know. And again, like I'm doing other things in life. And who knows, you know, 10 years from now, maybe I'll have all the time in the world to do all these things I want to. But even this, just going through spring training, like, if I'm kind of getting a little slow with it, a little bored with it, viewing might not be the best. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, I do put this onto my YouTube channel, like I said, you know, document everything so you can see, well, he didn't take a day off, he didn't skip a game, he didn't simulate or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
No ball.
Did all the practice, played it all, you know, the strikeouts, that's all him.
0-2.
So, there are rage quits here and there that he does talk about. Oh, good pull shot. Lazily out to left. Thunder Force 4, Stage 1A. It's called Fighting Back is the name of the tune. Really good tune. That's from 1992. Okay. And it's weird, like, just in general, when you hear Sega Genesis music, you know it because that FM chip or whatever it is, right? Completely different from Super Nintendo, and just you know it when you hear it. And it's really odd, too, because even company by company, you can kind of hear, like Sunsoft has a unique sound back to Nintendo. Whether it's Fester's Quest or Blaster Master, there's just a unique sound, like you know it's them. I feel that LJN had a unique sound to themselves. Because I think if it was them, or Acclaim, I forget, like Wizards and Warriors, there's something in there that sounds like the original WrestleMania video game. And I'm like, I hear that tune. Like, I hear that there's a flow to it. There's a tone and a tune. And it's just like, I get exactly what that is. Like, if that switched up and then all of a sudden the Hulk Hogan theme would start playing, I totally get where they're going, because it's the same company making it. Konami Ultra, they got their own sound. And whether that is, Contra or some Ninja Turtles, like, there's just a sound to it. Doing company by company. I'll say that earlier, before it was EA Sports, it was Electronic Arts. And I heard that right away. Like, my friend had Madden NFL 92, and that was like the first Madden game I played, and it really just, wow, this is the best thing ever. I love how it looks, just like, you know, that sort of vertical up and down deal that it's going, sort of horizon line, if you will, but it's up and down. It's not left and right. It's not side-scrolling platformer, you know, standard stuff. It's like, I love this. The passing windows, like, I kind of get what they're doing here, no problem. But then Electronic Arts, there was a sound to the Sega Genesis EA Sports like Electronic Arts sounds, right? Road Rash really tipped me off to that, because I remember renting Road Rash one time, and I'm like, this sounds like Madden. And I'm like, well, it's the same company, Electronic Arts, like, that's easily why. The same sound team, sound crew, whatever. I'm like, I get why that is, but tell you what, Road Rash on the Sega Genesis, really good tunes, my man. Really good stuff.
Third, catcher, Sebastian Novoa.
Shot out to left. Nobody's there to run it down. Spring training, I'll still give tip of the cap. Frank Ayala.
Leading off for the Royals. First baseman, Frank Ayala.
I think they're just really playing this song to death. I think this is like a 10-minute loop. Because this thing is looped already enough. Hey, Thunder Force 4, that's a good tune, don't get me wrong, but enough love already.
Aye.
And, you know, the way the ball disappears up in the sun and then it drops into the shadows like that, I had trouble seeing that one, and I'm the one throwing it.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Todd Cole.
0-1's the count.
I do like how Kansas City has the yellow shoes, the gold accents. Superstar Soldier, stage 4 music, wow. That sounds Konami. It sounds Gradius, it sounds like the previous thing. TurboGrafx 16. But it definitely sounds like a Gradius tune.
Luis Sanchez.
Maybe it's a Konami game. Running back, not quite to the warning track, but almost. Aloha Joe's, I want to go there. Bottom third, so this was a start I didn't even notice today.
The shortstop, Tom.
Well, it had to be if we're in the third inning.
0-1.
It had to be a start, right? But since Kansas City, wrong pitch complete. Kansas City being the home team.
I got the count. 0-2.
They get home on this one. American League. So I don't get to swing. Good shot. That is a gapper, huh? But he'll run it down. No problem.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Rodney.
Brother
Bayer.
Rodney. Oh. Superstar Soldier. Now, anybody else who does DDP yoga out there, bare hands it. Got it.
Oh.
Superstar. Also known as Crescent Pose, I do believe.
Second baseman,
Or Mary Catherine's. Mary Catherine Gallagher. Superstar. Super Mario Kart Choco Island. Choco. Could be. Tag that man.
Leading off the fourth for the Royals, center fielder, number 32.
Now, Choco Island was kind of Donkey Kong Jr.'s level in the game, right? Because there was the Mario and Luigi Speedway. Yoshi, I think, was like on the farms with a princess, technically. There was Koopa Troopa Beach. Bowser had his spot. Choco Island, I think, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, the Chocolate Islands of Mario World, you know, I get how, like, oh, that's a unique place to use. Okay, there's the ice areas. The Ghost House, but that's not a drivable character specific. Star Road, you know, that's for everybody. Choco Island is not a Donkey Kong course on its own. I'm wrong.
The catcher, number 28.
Toad doesn't have his own spot, does he?
No ball.
Not on the original. Toad's Turnpike along the way, yes, but...
Nope, upstairs.
Oh. What is this game? I've heard this before.
The count,
Shatterhand.
1 and 2.
For the NES Famicom. I've heard it because I listened to this Rhythm and Pixels live stream a little bit. The ending theme to Shatterhand. Like, I just broke the bones in my hand. Shatterhand. Yeah. Look that one up.
Leading off for the
It's a good
Royals.
one.
First baseman, Frank Ayala.
Ball that's outside. One ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, what a strange and unique night. 8 o'clock already. Wish that other ball game got to be coming up now.
But designated
To get
hitter,
in on that.
Todd Cole.
Eagles Giants coming up. Keep that muted. Okay, we're good, we're good. Because I'm playing baseball, y'all don't want to listen to football well after the fact. Yeah, they're showing replays. Mahomes really limping out there.
3.
Luckily, they were up early in the second quarter. Marquise Valdez-Scantling, touchdown. Mahomes
Now
still
batting, left
Oh,
fielder,
that's going to need an MRI to see what's going on.
Sanchez.
Because as good as Mahomes is, without that mobility, everybody's
0-1.
useless. You need some of it. Oh. What a dribbler. Nothing. Oh. This might be one of my last runs here coming up. I don't think I got many more games to play. After this one, I think there's another day.
Oh.
It's been what, an hour and 50 roughly, 1:49. So we shall see what the dilly is, yo. Yeah, the last game of spring training should not be a start for me. Just should not. And remember to get more strikeouts than innings pitched. That is the mark of a pretty good pitcher. ERA's got to be good, too. The whip. The whip. Huh? Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, Sewer Surfing. It's a bonus level. Pitch command, let's jump to it. Let's get in there. Dun, dun, doo, 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 doo. Get through this. Yep. I mean, for a bonus level, that is pretty good music. That has me just wanting to strike people out here. Yep. Get them. And one thing the Super Nintendo was so notorious for with its music and sound styles, very like stab synthy and like slap bass. Like you can definitely like hear like that could be like Seinfeld music at times, or just like a portion of it. Like it's electronic slap bass kind of. You know it when you hear it, you know. Kind of like there's always a noise in the house. You know it when you hear it. Whatever the Keurig, the coffee maker, something's going. Something's making noise. Mega Man 5, Charge Man. Well, they already had Elec Man and Shock Man. Good tune. I remember one day at an old job I was playing emulator style, and I had like all the cheat codes and whatever. And I beat like every NES Mega Man game one day. I ordered 5, 6, 7 of them, just right in a row. I was just bored at work. Like, it's kind of fun. Kind of forgot what those games were. I mean, I know 1, 2, and 3 very well, but 4, this is 5. What is it, 6 or 7? They did. Whew, on Nintendo. I mean, this is showing. Oh, it doesn't show on the thumbnail. Say, what year is this? Mega Man 5. And I never really played the Super Nintendo Mega Man games. They just looked different and, you know, just not my style. I played Mega Man Soccer, though. I actually enjoyed that. It's a great gimmick for what it is. All the unique robot masters and, like, what they can do out on the who's faster, who's bigger, slower, better for defense, you know. That's just a unique idea, especially for soccer, where you have a good amount of people on the playing field. You could maybe do that for baseball. Basketball, there's only 5. Could do it for hockey. Yes, you could. Oh, 3 more games? What? Alright. 36 innings, 79 strikeout. Can I get to 100? Well, depends on how many innings they give me. 80? I would need a decent set, maybe even a start mixed in here. Just to make sure I'm able to get that.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 90, Casey Braxton. Leading off for the Athletics.
Whoa, you
second
kidding
baseman,
me?
Charlie.
Oh yeah, I might need that. Well, that's not going to happen right there, I'll tell you that much. Just looking at a few things, otherwise, you know, shipping charge on that. Oh, it shouldn't be that much. Daryl Moose Johnston is still calling games. That's good for him.
No ball,
He was Emmett Smith's lead blocker. It's so funny, like, I look at, you know how sports, like, everything has to be now. It's funny where I feel that football is like,
The catcher,
I don't remember Phil Simms playing that much, and I'm 40 years old. How do kids these days, Boomer Esiason, like how do kids these days, like, relate to them? Well, RG3, okay, that helps. It's kind of funny how Kirk Cousins is still playing, and they got drafted the same year by the same team. Kirk Cousins, you know, made it to the playoffs. RG3 is calling them. But, you know, whoever was, you know, Heisman Trophy winner, #1 pick, whatever. Good for him. Yeah, Daryl Moose Johnston.
The center fielder, #1, Jarrett.
Kids these days probably have no clue. Like, he was a fullback. He's not going to get many highlights even if they mention him. Like, oh, Phil Simms, you had a great game in the playoffs back in '86, or Boomer Esiason, you led these Bengals to a Super Bowl. You know, that's at least a quarterback. Well, Jimmy Johnson, you coached these great Cowboys teams. Like, you see the coach a lot. A fullback, I don't know. I don't know. Do teams even have fullbacks these days? I mean, why isn't Mike Allstott calling games? At least him, you know, it's like, oh yeah, take him on Madden and just use the truck stick all day. It's just unique. Alright, another, another good, relief appearance. I think there's another game after this. I'll save. I don't think they're going to have me start, though. I really don't think so. Like, start right before the regular season. Unless there's a bunch of games in between, but even that, I'd be like, are you sure about this?
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielder, Brian Diaz.
It's funny, as I'm playing like MLB The Show 19, a little bit off-camera stuff, and again,
he's out.
Got my closing pitcher,
Third baseman,
Victor Cash.
Thomas.
And it's just weird how, like, if you want to have the archetypes or whatever, it's tough to say what is best for what you want to do. But, because, you know, the training upgrades and all that stuff, but the interactions with your teammates and everything, that is unique. But what gets me is that it's like Team Captain, Heart and Soul, Maverick and Lightning Rod are like the sort of attitude archetypes that exist within like your responses to conversations. And honestly, at least for a pitcher, Team Captain and Heart and Soul are the best two to take. And they're not even... Like, perks in this game, 2016, are a lot better. My humble opinion. Aye. Oh, whiffing. Oh, whiffing. I mean, he hit it, but it's not in play. Totally different. Swing and a miss. Kinda up, kinda in, a little bit of both.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Giants.
You're gonna pinch hit for me? Jerks. Why you do this? Nolan Arenado? Oh, wouldn't that be something? Only one strikeout there. Oh, that's 83 in spring training. There's still one more game left. Yeah, now what? Didn't I start on Sunday? I don't know. What? Okay, it is relief. Okay, good. Good to see its relief appearance.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Francisco, number 90, Casey Braxton.
The mighty Casey has struck out over 80 here in spring training. And yeah, I'll do it on easy difficulty.
First baseman, Richard Kilgore.
Just to get all these bonus points and stuff.
2 strikes.
Now, honestly, it's been so long since I've looked at it. I don't know where I would want to go with, like, upgrades and stuff like that. Oh, not quite. Let's do this now. Hey, now. Oh. Rocket Knight Adventures. I remember seeing that game, that cover. There's so many video games back in the day that I remember seeing that album cover, that box cover, but never renting that. Like, what was the one? Axelay? I think that's what it's called. Looks like it's a space shooter. Early Super Nintendo. And it's like got this giant Mudman on the cover or something like that. Beautiful music, by the way. Never played it, but only kind of recently have, like, learned of its music.
Count.
Tremendous music. Never played it, but I remember that cover art. Then there was that one, I think it was a Genesis game, and it was like this cartoon, like, bat.
Third baseman, number 8.
Acrobat or something like that. He's like, I think, red and black dressed, and he's like on a trapeze, or I don't know. I kind of remember seeing that one all the time, never played it. And there was one, it was like, I think it was called Toki. And it was like this, they're like this monkey that like, on the cover, he's like, he's got a banana in his hand, he's like swinging on a vine, and he's like spitting out like laser beams or laser balls or something like that. Like, that's a tough sell for a kid. And then the back, like the actual video game, like, snapshots of it, is like, boy, the cover art makes it look like it's going to be the best sci-fi movie of all time. And then you look on the back, it's like, that looks very simplistic and cartoonish. That looks like The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. Kind of, just, nah. No, not feeling it. I have one contract offer waiting. Well, okay, let's, I'm doing 1 year to the max, if I can. It's what, 31? Should have saved before this. Giants decline. 3 years at that. Oh boy. Well, what if I go back? Sure want to continue. No! 26.5, I'll take it. Alright. Granted, it's not max money, but, whatever. We should like to advance? Yeah, we're good through the regular season now. We will play opening day on the road in Milwaukee. Alright. That's where we're going to leave. Oh, 8,500 points. Cut velocity. Well, I don't really need velocity. That's not my style. 90 speed is good. Velocity control and brake. Velocity control and brake. Control and brake. 90 miles an hour here. Not as much brake. What would that take, though? That would take 33 is not terrible. I mean, contact and power has been fine. If I wanted to raise contact, maybe. Or plate vision's good. Batting clutch is really good. Oh, plate vision, that's 70 plus 36. That's 106. Discipline, not that I check swing. That's no big deal. That's 87. That would be 97, 99. Batting clutch when there's runners on. Fielding, reaction, arm strength, and accuracy with bonuses. Speed. Wow. Stealing affects your chances. Not to max that up. Home run here for the Eagles, and a catch made inside the 35-yard line. 2nd and 8. Nope, they got that one good. So, I mean, I don't need the break, although I could go for it. Contact, I could up a little bit. Vision is fine. Clutch. 97. If I put that to, like, 85. $40. If I put the stealing all the way, I could get all of this right now, as a matter of fact. I won't. Just a thought there. Gameplay options. So we were on Veteran, correct? We were not All-Star. We were on Veteran difficulty. So let me just show that while we're looking at it. Apply the changes, and let's save the game. That Jalen Hurts kids is pretty good. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Well, Kyler Murray, he's the one in Arizona. I'm sorry, I'm getting my good young mobile quarterbacks not named Justin Fields confused. Anyway, who knows when it'll be for a stream or to play this game, but it'll be the start of the 2026 season. And here we are back with the Giants. We'll be in Milwaukee. And then it'll be the Dodgers. We'll be at home. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and Dodgers yet again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Arizona would be the startup of the next episode. But that'll be for the next time that we play the live stream Let's Play of MLB The Show 16 as we continue to follow this Road to the Show career of one, Casey Braxton. So, I forgot how I even closed these things out. So, yeah, all that being said, MJ signing out for now. Till we meet again, everybody. I don't know when or where that's exactly Don't know when or where that's exactly going to be. Now, I'm not exactly sure what game we'll be playing the next time you and I cross paths specifically. But all I do know, if I remembered correctly, is that I will indeed catch you down the road.